Lanchas telescope, and it was really fantastic. Something I will never forget. And here it is, the position of the cluster, which is visible with the naked eye if you are under a relatively dark sky. Of course, I will never be bored to look at the Pleiades, because Pleiades is for me the most impressive open star cluster we have there. It is impressive with any instrument, even with no instruments. I mean, with just your precious eyes. And it is always funny to try to count how many Pleiades you can see without telescopes, just with your own natural eyes. And because this was a question discussed a lot in the past, but we know, of course, that Pleiades are a very numerous, with a few hundreds components, family of young stars. But when we say young, we are just meaning 100 millions of years, because stars really have a different time scale. When you say when you say tomorrow in the typical stellar time scale, you are saying millions of years sometimes. If the star, for example, is the sun has a venerable age of 5 billions of years, and it will live again for the very same. So it is just in the middle of its life. And so just to make clear that the temporary ideas are just different when talking about the stars. The stars are not eternal. This is also an intriguing concept. Another object you must see is, of course, the famous Orion Nebula. Once again, it is well visible also with the naked eye, but it is fantastic here to try every kind of optical tool, I would say, even the smallest binocular, then going to the larger telescope, and possibly to the largest ones. And if you have a very large telescope, you will be really shocked by this vision. I must say that we have really some monuments. Pleiades, for example, and Orion Nebula are perhaps some true must-see in your lifetime. And don't miss them. Of course, you have more and more, because, for example, you can even enjoy the Hyades. Hyades is the open cluster showing all around the Aldebaran star, which is not part of the cluster, because it is just a perspective impression, because Aldebaran is closer and closer to us than the Hyades. The Hyades have that fantastic V shape marking the head of the constellation. I'm just sending the star map, which is once again visible with the naked eye if the night is dark enough. But a small instrument with moderate magnification will really show something fantastic. I want to mention also that in a few days the moon will show relatively close to the Pleiades, so it will be a sort of conjunction, and it is always a nice chance for you to capture images, pictures from the sky with these easy and bright objects. While, for example, if you are looking for planets, we say that Jupiter is leaving, and you have just a very short time at the very beginning of the night, but later in the night you will have Saturn. Saturn is climbing and climbing. It is just gaining a better visibility night after night, and also the rings are showing better and better after the alignment we had a couple of 1 year and a half ago. So they are showing better and better. And also there is a storm right now on Saturn, and if you have a chance, don't miss this. This is just fantastic. Well, I think that we said enough for this fantastic February sky, and I still want to thank our technological partners, Unitron Italia Instruments, Software BISC, Santa Barbara Instruments Group, Bader Planetarium, and Planewave Instruments. Those partners had an important role for us this month when we introduced and very first images we did with the scope, and I'm really looking forward to have, I would say, some very clear nights to really exploit all its capabilities. And I take this opportunity to remember that the Virtual Telescope is